ọmọ Yorùbá gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ti mọ̀ wáyé pé gbogbo àṣírí àwọn Fúlàní tó jẹ́ àwọn kábà tí wọ́n ń gbàbọ̀dè fún bàbá wa Tinubu tá a bá ti rí àṣírí wọn a máa mú wá síta fún yín a jọ máa gbọ́ fúdìí èyí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá rí fídíò yìí ẹ bá mi pín fídíò náà kó lọ dáadáa kó lọ ka àwọn èèyàn wa lára àṣírí kan tí mo tún rí òun ni mo tún mú wá fún wa yìí o àṣírí wọn kan tí mo tún rí òun ni mo tún mú wá fún wa yìí mo fẹ́ kájọ farabalẹ̀ kájọ gbọ́ dáadáa ìgbéyàwó mo fẹ́ gbé lórí bàbá wa Tinubu ọmọ olódò dẹ ní 2027 òun ni mo mú wá fún wa yìí o ọmọ Yorùbá àníṣe bàbá wa Tinubu wọn lò ọdún mẹ́jọ wọn tí ó pè pérépéré tí ò dín nǹkan tí ó ti stop wọn torí nígbà tí ìran ti lo ọdún mẹ́jọ tiẹ̀ kò sẹ́nìkan tó ti stop wọn kí ló wá dé dẹ́fẹ́ ti stop wa a ní gbà fún yín fúdìí èyí ẹ bá a ká lọ ọyá ẹ máa gbọ́ lọ.
And we are still discussing Nigerian politics. Now it is campaign season, and there is nothing politicians will not tell you to get your votes. I repeat, it is time for campaign, and there is nothing politicians will not tell you so that they can get your votes. Atiku is telling Northerners that he will reverse subsidy removal. I repeat, Atiku, addressing Northerners in Hausa, says that he will reverse subsidy removal. Now let's look at this tweet. A Northerner is saying that if Bola Tinubu truly hopes to retain even 20% of his 2023 Northern votes in 2027, he must learn Hausa before then. With just one Hausa interview yesterday, Atiku Abubakar has already claimed 70% of those votes. Atiku's Hausa interviews will become a regular feature in the run-up to 2027, while nearly 64% of Tinubu votes in 2023 came from northern Nigeria. The story has completely changed. The North is now standing solidly behind Atiku Abubakar. Bola Tinubu has no viable pathway to victory in 2027. This is coming from a Northerner and an Atiku supporter. You see, 2027, many people will be shocked. The reality will come upon everybody. By 2027, your eye go clear. These people are giving themselves hope. So, Atiku is going to tell Northerners that what I'm going to do if I get into power is that subsidy that Tinubu brought in, I'm going to reverse it. It has brought pain and suffering to us Northerners. I will take it back to the time whereby subsidy money will be going into the hands of private individuals. And number two, subsidy. Hey, see, when I saw this report yesterday, I was shocked. Like, I was shocked to my bones and marrow. Now, so this is the campaign strategy of an Atiku in the North, trying to get their votes. I told you that northern politicians, they intentionally keep the people ignorant and impoverished so that they can sell them all kind of stories, all kind of lies and propaganda. The worst place you can be is in the northern part of this country, because you have so many people that are ignorant, so many people that are uneducated, so many people that don't know their left from their right. So it's easier. You know, I said something about not everybody deserves to have a voter's card, because most of the people who have a voter's card, they don't know their left from their right. It's just like you are giving a card to a child. You are giving a car key to a child. The same way you give voter to an ignorant and foolish Nigeria. Most Nigerians now, if you ask them, what is inflation? They don't know. If you ask them, the policy of Tinubu, how is it going to affect Nigerians? They don't know. They just know say they never chop. They just know say this never happened. They don't understand where the mess Nigeria is in and how we can come out of this mess. So Atiku is telling you that we go back to the subsidy regime, whereby few individuals, I told you, few individuals will be collecting subsidy money, they will be borrowing to pay salaries. I'm not telling you that Tinubu government is perfect and is free of corruption. But if you are going to campaign, be realistic. That is not the way to go. The mess that Nigeria is in today, you cannot reverse subsidy. Okay, you reverse subsidy and you'll be borrowing in the billions of naira to private Now, governors then, subsidy removal, governors were going to pay salaries. Now, under no subsidy, governors would not be responsible for salaries because they will tell you that there's no money. Look at what happened in Osun State. Adegboshola pay half salary. Oyetola pay half salary. Under subsidy regime, Oyetola pay half salary. Adegboshola pay half salary. Then subsidy has been removed under Adeleke. Adeleke cleared the backlogs. So Northerners, I know what Atiku is doing. He's trying to play stunts. But in 2027, the shock, we just started the campaign season. We just started. Me, I'm concerned about restructuring Nigeria. I'm concerned about Southern presidency. I'm not concerned about any APC good governance. I'm telling you about restructuring.
Yes.
The North must not be allowed close to power at this point in time. No matter how they gaslight. You know, politicians are gaslighting. Politicians are manipulation. Politicians are pretending.
Yes.
They are 5 and 6. Even self-devil will learn from Nigerian politicians. Atiku for a very long time has been contesting, has been spending money. Don't spend money. The people where they are around them, all of them don't spend their time, spend money, do campaign. Then eventually Atiku, just like Tinubu, you now have access to the treasury of Nigeria. Yes. I tell you, all the years he have lost and spent money. The people around him that are hungry dogs, like hungry people, if they say they declare Atiku winner, my brother, you're going to see Buhari Pro Max. You know they call Buhari Pro Max. Buhari is the winner. I know it is Tinubu and Co that brought the disaster Buhari upon us because they were greedy for power. They wanted power. They were giving us lamb and bobo that Buhari is going to save us from this and that. I understand the fact that for them, for the South, for Tinubu to get power, he needed to use Buhari. But look at what Buhari has cost us here today. Look at what Buhari has cost us here today. Look at where Atiku don't go hang ball now. Okay, let's agree. Atiku removes subsidy. Atiku advocated that they are going to sell our refineries. That one self notes down. They are going to sell our refineries. The problem I have with the Tinubu government is that I've told you no transparency, no responsibility, no accountability in Tinubu's government. What the kitchen cabinet wants to tell you is that what they want to tell you. Verifying, in fact, saying Tinubu is wrong in this place is a problem. But where Atiku is going is not the right. You need to upgrade on the current policies of subsidy removal. What Atiku needs to do is that subsidy where they remove, let there be transparency. Let us know how much is coming in, how much is going to governors. Like updated. Yes. It is not the one that 2025 budget. We never know how they spend 2025 budget. Yes. We don't enter 2026 budget under Tinubu administration. The problem I have with Tinubu administration is accountability and transparency. That's the problem I have with Tinubu's administration. Yes. That's why an article can go to the Northerners and tell Northerners, let us go back to Babylon. Okay, is it the removal of subsidy that made Northern Nigeria hungry? I want to ask the question. It is corruption. Whichever policy, whether removal or non-removal, corruption is the problem here. Yes. Corruption is the problem. We are choosing the better corruption, which is removal of subsidy. We have a Dangote, private, but we as a country, we don't have our own refineries because of corruption. And now they pay me pass. You can see all of them they go, we are Agbada, IBB, celebrating birthday, we are Agbada. With your Agbada and everything, not single one thing have you been able to fix in Nigeria. Before you became leaders in Nigeria, you were having like maybe living in having a piece of land. Nigeria was better when before these people, this set of leaders assumed power. Nigeria was better. They came in and made it worse, and they will now rub it in our face wearing Agbada. There's nothing single one, nothing. All of them combined together with their you that are praising them. You are not okay with the praise and everything. There's no single thing that these people have achieved in Nigeria. There's no single thing. This one are ruling class or be ruining class. There's no single thing. The worst is northern Nigeria. The politicians there, you send the northerners, they educated, they enlightened. They no go buy the piece of rubbish the baby way article they give them for the north. Although that will not determine the vote, sha. Maybe article think, okay, let me go on. I told you that during the election, northern politicians will carry propaganda, big one, heavy propaganda, lie. I will explain propaganda again. This place is gold. This place is somewhat blue. This blue and gold. You know what propaganda does? Propaganda only shows you one side of the story, or the side of the story the person wants you to see. It will close this other side, this other golden side. You will not see the golden. It will show you this side. Article will not say that subsidy removal at this point in time is not good. Floating the currency is not good. He just wants to bring back the corruption that is in it.
Yes.
Although Tinubu's government, his own subsidy removal made energy security have more money. You know, I told you about Atiku and Tinubu. Now the same thing, all of them be the same thing. But this election, Atiku go win. I still stand up. Now the same thing them be. There's no difference between Atiku and Tinubu. That's why when I talk about good governance, APC does not have the capacity. I can stand anywhere and say anywhere. Anything they tell you now, grammar and big grammar and big. APC does not have the capacity for good governance. The same way any northern politician. You see, in Nigeria, I have said it, I will keep on repeating it. What we need is reorganizing this country, restructuring this country from the foundations. Any other thing you see politicians that are doing, any policy they are pushing, all those one na Sakam and J.
Yes.
All those one na Bobo. They Bobo you.
Bobo, yeah.
Atiku don't go Bobo not. Say this and that. And somebody is telling himself that if Tinubu wants to, have you seen Tinubu do, okay, the last election, with how bad the APC was, like with how bad the APC was, people wanted a change. The people in Buhari cabal didn't work for Tinubu. That's why Tinubu, as he entered power, he sidelined all of them. Hello, I repeat again. The people in Buhari cabal worked against Tinubu, didn't work for Tinubu. Some of them worked for Atiku. Some of them were on the fence, they keep silent. That's why the likes of Ingige and others would have problem with Tinubu till tomorrow. I'm telling you the reality. Upon that, upon how people were tired of Buhari and the APC, Tinubu was able to snatch that power. Tinubu was able to snatch power upon that. Mind you, new generals, new political cabals have arisen in the north. And the way they are going to stamp their foot is for them to support a Muslim ticket. These ones that are making noise, Atiku and Co., they are on their way exit to go out. They are the generation that have impoverished the north, deceived the north, plagued the north, put the north under servitude, put the north under bondage. They are a crop of politicians. Now, for instance, now, as a northerner, you go to school. You go to school in one of the best schools in the north. You study, whatever you study. You go to Manchester, you go to Harvard, and you make sure North is being put under siege, whereby nobody can criticize what the government is doing. I have said it before. In Ogba here, they have no light for how many days now? Since Sunday, there's no light. Since Sunday. So, alternative to light is generator, Abi. Since Sunday, there's no light. You are managing one or the other. Alternative to light is generator. If you leave this world, the survival of this world, in the hands of black man, you will never get generator. There will never be any invention. We'll be living still in the bush, wearing leaves and taking agbo, herbal and everything and chopping all sort of food that we are chopping. Eating rat and eating whatever it is. It is the Yoruba people that brought all these inventions that makes us we are able to benefit much more than we from nature, much more. You know what I'm saying? The northern leaders, they refuse people to think out of the box. Now there's no light. Somebody had to think out of the box to produce electricity, even when the national grid or there's no light from wherever it is. Produce electricity on its own. somebody had to curious and think and question this normal. There's something that we can do to better our lives. But northern politicians will make people in the north not think to better their society. They just want them to be in the state whereby they loot, they sell them false hopes. Northern governors now, what are they going to campaign? I've said it. What are they going to campaign? Atiku Abubakar is becoming clever by half. He's taking Tinubu's subsidy removal. Now on that subsidy removal he's going to do in campaign. He's not telling us what he's going to do differently. Sure. The ideas he has been able to garner. Well, he knows his audience, he knows what he's going to sell to them, he knows how he's going to permeate them. That is just the problem. So the northern leadership is the problem of what northerners are going through. See, there's famine. See, when you go to north, you can get things cheaper. Farm produce is cheaper. You go to the north. But you see, northern politicians never want northerners to be enlightened. As if north is on a world of its own. They were still there for the stone ages. Stone ages. After they use Sharia, Ahmadi won't finish them. Look at Muslim countries. You can see how Muslim countries that are implementing Sharia, using the style of leadership that they are using in the north. Countries that use that style of leadership, they are almost. Look at Afghanistan. We were fighting. US go, leave us. US go. US left Afghanistan. The Sharia people, the rabid dogs, the terrorists now took over government. Now the terrorists don't destroy the nation, the country. Don't destroy the economy. Don't destroy everything. Afghanistan is a place where human beings will not want to go to. Now the same terrorists are asking the United States to come to their rescue. Afghanistan government is asking the United States to come to their rescue. An infidel, you're asking an infidel to come to your rescue? Northerners don't know the kind of people they have as leaders as politicians in northern Nigeria. They are their worst enemies. Somebody that is selling you a fake, saying, when I enter, I will bring back subsidy. He's lying. He's lying. He's not bringing back any subsidy. He just wants to accumulate power. He has spent a lot of money. He has spent a lot of resources. Now, normal politician, him and Tinubu are the same thing. Me, I will say it from right now. That is for that area, transparency, accountability. Now the same thing. What Tinubu is different from Atiku is that Tinubu want to restructure the country. And why is he restructuring the country? He wants to create a space for himself in Nigeria as an overlord, as a cabal in southern Nigeria. So he will have to push some reforms to restructure southern Nigeria out of the Fulani political enclave, political influence. Not that Tinubu is doing it because he needs to benefit you. He's doing it for himself and his people. And the thing that struck me the most is that these people don't reach 80 years old. In the next 10 years now, they don't turn to vegetable. But you see, they are still doing what they are doing. That's the difference between Tinubu and Atiku. If you listen to me, I always tell you that good governance, maybe I will take one day and explain what good governance is to you. Now, an example of good governance, there's one thing about doing a road, and when that road turns to infrastructure. You do a road, and when that road turns to infrastructure. I'm going to use Abia State as an example. They say, Alex, what is working? Okay, it's working. I don't doubt that. But that is work never turned to infrastructure. Okay, it is bit by bit. It has not matured to become an infrastructure that will benefit the people largely. So let's look at this. From Umar here to my place in Usugwato, maybe going down to Bende, past Bende, Arochuku. He did the road well and correct. But when you enter inside some of these communities, that's where we have the farms. People have their farms. They have their livestock, they do farming and everything. When it becomes infrastructure is that not only the major road, the road to your farm. When you call a road project that becomes an infrastructure, it completes its cycle. From your farm, you don't have to face difficulty until you reach the main road. Somebody will not do main road. He will not be praising himself as if he has done something too wonderful. If you go to Ogun State today, I can bet you there are some roads in the next 100 years. If the system of governance continue like this, because system of governance in the south is the way it is in the north, just that with different style, with different packaging and taste. There's some places in Ogun State, in the next 100 years, they can never do that road. But local government is collecting money on the head of the people. They will collect money, you pay tax in whichever way, but they will not do the road. If the money is collected on these people, will be utilized for that road. They will have done on the road since, not even now. All the roads in all those areas, they will have done it since. But we have a system whereby nobody is accountable for anybody. Nobody is accountable. So we need to restructure and make it smaller. You know what it means to smaller? For instance, now, Atiku become president. I've given an example why we need to restructure Nigeria and make power smaller. Reports have it that Hope Uzodinma was imposed on Imo people. Who imposed Hope Uzodinma on Imo people? The Fulani. The Fulani, they are different people from Imo people. But because it is one Nigeria, the Fulani will help in their own, because they want to influence Imo State, they will help and they have found somebody that will bow to them. They will use them against, they will use somebody against his own people. The Igbos in Imo doesn't want Hope Uzodinma, but you force Hope Uzodinma on the people of Imo State because of one Nigeria. So if we had state control of resources, we have state police, it is not the state that will be responsible for itself. We kill. Nobody is outside that is going to dictate. Because if your brother collaborates with people outside, it will be difficult for you. If it's you and your brother, you know where to hit yourself. That's why instruction is very important. So Atiku and whoever that is going to do campaign, let's watch. In my next broadcast, I'm going to tell you Atiku can only influence Northwest and Northeast. He cannot influence the North Central. All this in your story can only become Northeast and Northwest. That vote, you go divide them. North Central and the Hausas will not vote for you. Because now use Bobo Hausa people, Islam, we are your brother, this and that. I noticed one thing. Why did the Fulani adopt Hausa language? Why did the Fulani not use their language when they are moving to conquer the Hausa people? Why did they use Hausa language? So that Hausa will use that one, accept them. We are speaking your language. They use that one, enter them. Speaking your language, they use that, enter you. They preserve their own language and culture. So you are speaking a language, they know the hatred. You use the hunger of the north. Amongst that, there are many things he spoke of. I can assume many things these politicians can say just to get vote in the north. But that one is settled. I said 2027, everybody go learn new thing.
New thing.
They never learn. But 2027, every single person will learn a beautiful new thing. May God help.
I need you by now, Lord. There you go. I see.